Hello everyone, this is Kevin, your entrepreneur, and tax fraud! Okay, there's no tax fraud involved, I just thought that would sound catchy. I don't know, for some reason I always wanted to say that on camera. Tax fraud! Alright, let's get serious. So anyway, Business Insider got exclusive reports that Uber in Europe actually has been avoiding paying a lot of taxes. And they did it because they found a loophole in the system, which means what they did technically is not illegal. It's just something that government officials really don't like. So what I'm talking about? Well, I'm going to try to describe it as basically as I can, but I am not a tax expert. Heck, I'm not even very good at math. I am so not good at math. Math is something that I consistently flunked. I somehow run decent e-commerce businesses, and I managed to make a decent amount of money. And I've done my own taxes for years without any issues except for one, and it was a filing mistake on their part, not my part. So there you have it. But the way I understand it is that basically if you're a business in Europe, you have to pay a VAT, which is a value-added tax. I don't know exactly what the tax involves, but it's something to do with how much sales you're doing and how much money you're making. Uber has avoided paying this tax, which can exceed £1,000 a year, I think. Maybe even more than that. I don't know. Apparently, it's like a lot of money. And the way that they have avoided doing it is because since they classify their drivers as independent contractors, basically everyone is referred to as an independent business. I am an independent business, for example. And if I don't hit that threshold, and I'm very much unlikely to do so with how much you have to earn to hit the threshold, well, let's put it this way. I don't have to pay that tax. So, Uber basically has classified all their independent contractors as their own businesses, and they have collected fees from all those individual businesses, but because the money's coming from the individual businesses, not Uber itself, at least the way they have classified it, they don't have to pay the tax on it. Again, it's not illegal. It's just frowned upon. Now, the reason this information is kind of sensitive to come out at the time being is because Uber is in very, very hot legal waters with the foreign countries in which they serve. Europe has basically been condemning Uber for not paying taxes fairly before this information came to light. And Italy, at least temporarily, sided with the taxi industry and gave them permission to basically be a monopoly. And wanted to kick Uber out. I think Uber's fighting it, and they will maybe they'll win, I don't know. But the bottom line is they are trying to convince Europe and other countries that they are good for the economy. But the government really doesn't like it when you find tax loopholes and you operate in their country without paying taxes, and they're not even a European company. They are an American company based in San Francisco. So, the next time there is a legal issue in Europe that Uber has to face, I can guarantee you they are going to use this tax situation against Uber to basically either get Uber to pay more by their rules or to kick them out. So while this might not have an immediate effect, this could have a long-term effect. And just to let you guys know, this is not the first tax loophole that has been found in Europe. In fact, Amazon.com is notorious for fighting with France because they offer free shipping and discounts, and the French have actually made laws really limiting Amazon on what kind of discounts they can give, because they did not like Amazon exploiting their tax laws and weakening their economy. A very similar thing could happen with Uber in other European countries. So, who knows? But what do you folks think? Do you think Uber will suffer for this? Do you think they'll be just fine? Do you think they even care if they're in Europe at all? Of course they care. I'd love to know. Comment below, like, favorite, share, subscribe. If you enjoy the videos I make, consider becoming a Patreon or buying something from the Great Media Universe store. And as always, flame responsibly, and oh yeah, hashtag delete Uber.